Hardly a half-time break, was it? Welcome back to Sport Relief, this time on BBC Two.
That's amazing. We've had such a good night. Have we not had such a good night so far? Please, give us what you can. We're going to be back with you after Top Gear. This is so amazing. Hammond, back to the day job.
Yes!
Well, tonight we've seen lots of people pushing themselves to the limit. But me and the Top Gear team decided to push someone else
off a cliff.
It's just easier by resurrecting Grand Force and attempting a makeover on their garden. It was a very, very genuine surprise, as it turns out. So for one night only, this is Top Gear Grand Gear Force.
And I've just trodden in some dog. Never mind. I'm sure you all remember the TV show Force, Ground Force. The idea was that some people with regional accents would come round to your house while you were out and do a big garden. Then you'd come home, cry with unbridled joy, and then everyone would have some warm pomain. Now, sadly, it isn't on anymore, so we thought it'd be a good idea to bring it back. I mean, gardening. How stupid would it be? This is the team. There's Andy Hammond, Jay Unick, Mzid May, and then we've got some Andy Hammond who'll actually do all the work. Anyway, let's get cracking.
The lucky recipient of our Top Ground Gear Force garden makeover is a sporty sorts
5-time Olympic
Gold medalist Andy Hammond.
a man whose shoulders are thicker than my torso.
Great Britain on the line! Here we go! Great Britain get the gold medal! And relief all round!
And triumph for Steve Redgrave. 5 in a row. What a hero!
This is his garden, and this is his wife, Anne, Lady Anne. Now, he really doesn't know, does he, that we're doing this? I mean, hand on heart.
Absolutely. No idea at all.
Because everyone on television believes it, you know, nobody believes a word on television. He really genuinely does not know.
Has no idea.
It's just fantastic. Now, the garden, have you got any ideas, anything you want?
Well, Steve likes water features. He tried one over there around the corner. You can try one of those.
I do, I like fountains. No, we can do
Other
that.
than that, I don't mind so long as it looks reasonable.
No, it'll look reasonable. I just think with a few features, I think would be good.
Well, we have our tree house.
No, that's stupid. It's stupid. We could sort of, paths to it and stuff like that. No, that'd be good.
Right. Now, since I'm the only country bumpkin on the team, I'm in charge. And since I'm also the only one who went to art college, I've drawn the plans, so.
Where's the water feature?
Well, there isn't one.
Why not?
What?
All that matters in a garden is a water feature.
No, sorry, all that matters in a garden is a sheesh.
No, look, there isn't a sheesh or a water feature, all right?
A garden should speak of the man. There's nothing here that says Olympic rower. There's
A river of grass.
just annoying. He goes, Mama's just looking at a walk miles ago.
The theme of the garden.
It's
River of gravel.
It's rubbish.
He's going to come out of his house and it's going to take him all
we're
week
just
to
gonna
wend
walk
his
across
way.
here, so people
you
walk across You're just going to walk all over there, you know.
This bed,
Yeah.
you're doing the hoeing.
I am not doing any hoeing.
I don't even know what hoeing is.
Yeah, well,
And
hoeing
anyway, you
is
don't need a hoe. There's only one tool you need for gardening. And I've got it.
It's a hammer.
It'll be a hammer. It's not a hammer.
This
Is that a hammer?
is all you... No, it isn't. No, if you want to remove thistles at this... OK, there are no thistles at this time of year, but imagine they're thistles. How do you get them up?
Well, you take one of these, which is a
Hammer.
Yeah.
and then you approach it like that, and you dig round it, lift it, and they're in. It's in there.
Mate, that took you...
About 30 seconds.
Dirty fingernails, cricked, dirty fingernails.
Gardening, that's what you do.
Okay, now let me show you how I would remove it, okay? See these three here? Ready?
Well, granted they're gone, but you
They're
can't...
gone.
You can't garden with this
Hammer.
Cease to exist. Observe the genius of my
Hammer.
I'd rather he had a hammer.
You do realise we've already wasted an hour.
Hammond sent James and I off to get supplies at something called a
Hammer.
It was a place which seemed to be mostly full of sheehs, and what kind of nerd would find those interesting? I, however, wasn't experiencing such joy.
Why does everything have to be in Latin? Every single pallidea, intermedia, hermales. Presumably that's Latin for dead twig and some dead twig. Everything's dead. Look, it's all just dead. It's all dead, look, just a forest of deadness. What's this? Just...
That's a rose.
Will it grow by 5 o'clock this afternoon?
No, I'm afraid not, no.
In the shed zone, James was struggling to find something which matched his stupid obsession.
Now this is dangerously close to being hammer, which means it will be misappropriated, look, by people on exercise bicycles.
Do you have any gorgonzola here? Hey, who hasn't
Gorgonzola?
Gorgonzola.
I'll go and check for you.
Thanks. I don't mean gorgonzola, do I? That's a cheese. As bougainvillea, I meant. So what's the lead I could have?
You want
there's no point paying for daffodils, just go and nick those from a roundabout.
This is heading in the right direction, the 6x4 Apex shed. It's a very simple structure, it has a window, but it's not really the shed for a man of the stature of 5 times Olympic gold medal winning
Andy Hammond?
CBE. We want something bigger.
Finally, I found something I recognised.
Green. I know what they're for. You can use them for growing apples, stuff like that. Stuff that need to be warm. Go in there. Well, get one of those. Look at this. It's a Lawsoninia, chlamydia, or as Richard Hammond calls it, a mighty Scotch pine.
So far, we'd been on the job for 2 hours, and Sir Redgrave's garden had gone from looking like this to looking like this. No matter, we were men on the move.
That'll...
Honestly, I just think she fell off it or something. Put it back.
Good.
Right.
And with his usual sense of urgency, James started on the sheesh.
Oh, yes.
Hammond, meanwhile, was preparing to dig the foundations for his rivers of gravel.
Hammond! What? You've got to wear that.
What?
You've got to wear that.
Why? Oh,
Because health and safety say it'll keep you healthy and safe.
safe from what? Right.
With Hammond protected from certain death, I got cracking with my water feature.
Right, I want a trench 4 yards long, 4 yard wide, metre, and 4 metre deep. A trench. Trench. But like Charles Bronson, he was Polish in The Great Escape. Go on, dig. 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 Yes, no, but you've spent like half an hour.
But if the screws are not in the right lengths in the wrong holes, you get end up at the end of the shed with the wrong screw left over and it won't be long enough.
Build the shed!
I'm building the shed.
You're not building the shed, you're naming It really is. The only trouble is it comes with the Nissan Micra of pumps. This will only shift, what, a gallon of water a minute. So what I've done is brought... there. Now the great thing about this pump is that it gives me flexibility. You can either have, I don't know, a little tinkling, gentle dribble of water, or you can crank it up a bit and have the...
Yeah, I made that worse.
That's not gone well, has it?
No, it's fine. It's this is so I can get in to cut. How the hell did that happen with my high wire?
Well, what you've just done is prove that all the health and safety executives' advice is pointless, meddling twaddle. This is...
If I'm honest, it didn't help. At no point did the vest say...
That's kind of... Yeah. Well, come on, just push it up.
You won't be able to push it up. You won't.
You will.
Then the digger fiasco was interrupted by the arrival of my concrete.
The smell of civilization arriving. All right, chaps, if you
My genius plan was to concrete over the lawn.
There's like a little...
Where are my plans? Does it say concrete?
Concrete's better than grass. Sir Steve Redgrave is a busy man. He hasn't got time to mow his lawn every 20 minutes. With this, you just have to hoover it in the autumn.
Wait. While those two were bickering over the lawn, my shesh taking shape nicely. The thing you've got to remember is that everything good in the world, especially everything good that ever came out of Britain, came out of a shesh. Radio, television, jet engine, printing press, and in other countries, the aeroplane, the hot air balloon. See, the thing about this shelf is that on it, one day will rest a component that Sir Stephen Redgrave, CBE, 5-time Olympic gold medalist, will pick up and use to create something brilliant. And that can only happen because people have shesh. Mind the tree.
Sorry. Shit.
No, up. No, you've got to lift it. No. Hammond, you idiot, man. Honestly. How can you be so useless, man?
Hammond is really...
Listen, honestly, that's the only bit of this project that has gone properly. The shesh was up and perfect, and you've wrecked the shed, and you've wrecked your stupid, idiotically designed...
No, this is a loss.
Bed.
That part
No, it's not a loss. It's not a loss. That is not... It isn't, because it turns out that this...
It doesn't matter.
This is no good for shooting branches off.
No, but the river of gravel cascading majestically through the garden to end in the tree
Have you any idea
spoiled. What?
How far we are from a river of gravel running through your garden? Look what it's got. It's got a river of track marks, a broken, stupid toy digger in a hole.
So, in just 5 hours, we dug a trench, crashed a digger, knocked over a shed, concreted half the lawn, ruined the other half with caterpillar tracks, broken a seat, shot some flowers, and wounded one of the poles. But the greenhouse was looking good. And a short while later, James had his shesh cut as well.
So you see, take the big spanner off, you can see the big spanner is missing, put the big spanner on, you know it's in the right place. If Jeremy Clarkson came in here and did that, you'd see immediately that that is not the correct spanner for that peg. That should be on there, and that should be on there.
With James suffering from an industrial bout of OCD, I set about removing Sir Redgrave's flower bed. Now, the traditional method for removing an unwanted rockery is a shovel. Excuse me, guys, can we just hold the music? Just for a second, can we hold the music? Thanks. As I was saying, shovel, crowbars, lots of elbow grease. There is, however, another way. What you need is some sugar, some fertiliser, a length of wire, some electricity, and a plunger like we have here. Fire the pole! That usually clears them. James didn't take the news well.
Look what you've done to my bloody shed, man!
I had this bomb, and that'll buff out.
What time is this programme on? Is it 10 o'clock?
Yeah.
Is it 10 o'clock on BBC 10 o'clock?
Yes.
Are we beyond the watershed?
Yes.
Guys,
What have you done?
I thought it was more set, and I went through it, and I'm stuck in your concrete.
Oh, for God's sake!
What?
You've left footmarks.
Well, it was hardly perfect to start with, was it? You've already ruined the lawn with your concrete, and now I've walked on it. I'm sorry.
It was supposed to look like lawn. How can it look like lawn with...
It's not green. How can it look like lawn?
Please stop the music. Can we stop? Please. Stop it.
Soon we had Hammond free, and as James rebuilt his shed again, I began work on me rugby posts.
And then bring it along. Because you've got to push... Yeah.
What are you doing now?
It's rugby posts.
Have you brought anything that's on my plan?
No.
And how do you even know that Sir Steve Redgrave likes rugby?
Well, I do. Heave! Come on! Yes! Yes!
Jeremy.
What?
No member of the Sir Steve Redgrave family plays rugby.
Well, I'll be able to then.
Well,
Whoa!
actually they won't.
Again, James was very angry with me.
I think you've got something to say to me, haven't you?
I'm surprised how heavy rugby posts are.
Something along the lines of, I'm sorry, James, I am a fully rigged, A1, ocean-going
Sir Steve
pillar.
Redgrave will be here in half an hour. We've got to speed up again.
James's shed, Ed.